Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden meanings behind corporate filings. And today we have some juicy quarterly results from Soluna Holdings Incorporated with some interesting developments to unpack. Get ready because Soluna Holdings Incorporated just dropped their latest report and we need to see if they are shining bright or fading out. Before we dive deep, if you love getting these no-nonsense breakdowns of financial reports and want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And hey, we have a fantastic community over on Discord all about deciphering these companies better. The link is in the description below, so come join us. So what is this document? It is basically a current report filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission that tells everyone about significant events that happen with a company. Think of it like a news flash for investors. This particular report is dated the 17th of November, 2025. This tells us the main news or event we are going to discuss happened around this time. Our focus today is Soluna Holdings Incorporated, a company that is incorporated in Nevada as indicated here, operating under the ticker symbol SNH. Now, when companies talk about their stock, they often mention a par value. This is a very tiny nominal value assigned to a share of stock, often just cents. It doesn't really reflect the real market price of the stock, but is more of an accounting thing. And where can you typically find this company's stock being traded? You guessed it, on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC, a major hub for technology and growth companies. Alright, let's get to the heart of the matter. This section, Results of Operations and Financial Condition, is where we get the financial scoop. Companies use these reports to share how they performed financially over a specific period. So, on the 17th of November, Soluna Holdings released their financial results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September of 2025. This is crucial because it gives us a snapshot of their performance during that 3-month period. Think of it as checking the company's health report card. Then we have Regulation FD disclosure. This is a rule that requires public companies to share important news with all investors at the same time, preventing some people from getting information before others. It's all about fairness. And in addition to their official results, they also put out an investor presentation. This is often where companies try to put a more positive spin on their numbers and highlight their strategy. It's good to look at both the raw numbers and the story they are telling. Finally, this section lists what additional documents like the press release and the investor presentation are attached to this report. These are the primary sources where we can find the actual financial figures and details. Here we have the press release itself, dated the 17th of November 2025. This is usually the first place to look for the key financial highlights. And then the investor presentation, also from the 17th of November 2025. This is often packed with charts and summaries that make the financials easier to digest, but remember to always look for the underlying numbers. Now, let's talk about what this report actually tells us beyond the formalities. While the document doesn't contain the specific numerical financial tables within the text provided, in a real 8K filing, the press release and investor presentation attached as exhibits are where you'd find the critical financial data based on the context. Soluna Holdings Incorporated is reporting its financial results for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025. This means we'd be looking for their revenue, their costs, their profit or loss, and other key metrics that show how the business is doing. For example, if the press release showed a significant increase in revenue, say 20%, that is great. But if their costs also went up by 30%, then they are actually making less profit. We need to compare these numbers. If there was a big jump in revenue, we'd want to know why. Is it because they sold more products, or did they just raise prices? If their expenses are climbing, are they investing in growth, like building new facilities or hiring more people? Or are they simply becoming less efficient? We would also be looking for their earnings per S-share, a very important figure for investors as it directly relates to how much profit is attributable to each outstanding share of common stock. A rising earnings per S-share is generally a very positive sign. Conversely, a declining earnings per share or net losses would be a red flag, suggesting the company is struggling to generate profit. The report would also likely touch upon their balance sheet, showing what assets the company owns, what it owes to others in liabilities, and the shareholders' equity. Seeing a reduction in debt, for instance, would be a sign of financial strengthening. Any increase in cash reserves would also provide confidence in the company's ability to weather economic downturns or fund future growth initiatives. Looking at the broader picture, Soluna Holdings operates in the energy sector, specifically focusing on areas like cryptocurrency, mining powered by renewable energy. This is a dynamic and often volatile industry. Factors like the price of Bitcoin, energy costs, regulatory changes, and the availability of semiconductor chips can significantly impact their financial performance. For instance, a slump in cryptocurrency prices could directly hit their revenue because, at its core, their business is tied to the profitability of mining. On the flip side, if they have successfully secured cheaper, renewable energy sources or expanded their mining capacity, that could drive significant growth. The company has been talking about its strategy to leverage renewable energy for its operations. So in this report, we'd be searching for evidence that this strategy is paying off in terms of lower operating costs and improved profitability. If the financial results indicated a positive trend like consistent revenue growth and improving profitability, it would suggest the company is executing its strategy effectively and is well positioned for the future. However, if the numbers showed declining revenues, mounting losses, or increasing debt, it would signal serious challenges and potential risks for investors. We'd be looking for clarity on any new partnerships, expansions, or technological advancements that could be driving these numbers, and critically whether these are sustainable. In essence, the story within this filing is about Soluna Holdings' ability to translate its business strategy, particularly its focus on renewable energy for cryptocurrency mining, into tangible financial results. Are they effectively managing their costs, growing their top line, and ultimately becoming more profitable and sustainable? These are the questions we ask when we look at these quarterly reports. Now, looking at these results more broadly, it is vital to consider the overall market conditions. The cryptocurrency market is notoriously volatile, and energy prices can fluctuate significantly. Any strong performance in this report for Soluna Holdings would be a testament to their agility and strategic execution in navigating these challenging environments. Weakness in the report, however, might be amplified by these external factors, presenting a riskier outlook. We need to see if they are building a resilient business model that can withstand these market swings, or if they are largely at the mercy of external forces. The key is to see if they are creating value for shareholders in the long run, not just chasing short-term gains in a speculative market. Alright, that is our breakdown of Soluna Holdings Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.